few years back, it was really getting out of hand with the gangs roaming around, the antisocial behaviour that came with that, and the criminality that came with it as well. So thankfully these days people seem to be acting in a far more responsible manner, being a bit more respectful, and on the whole behaving themselves. There's always one or two, but the vast majority seem to have fallen into line and celebrating it in the way that it should be celebrated.
How does the RGP deploy its resources in policing on Halloween? Are there any areas you focus on, for example?
Okay, so deployments in relation to Halloween and any other things is mainly intelligence-led. So we have officers out there gathering information on the lead up to it. The school liaison officers are in the schools speaking to the children, and we're gathering information from the tenants' associations and from residents. Any information that's passed on, we utilise that to form policing plan, and that policing plan will then dedicate the right amount of manpower, see where the risks are, where they lie, and if there's certain areas that we feel will be problematic, we'll target those areas. We'll do an information campaign to start with, as we've been doing through the press, and from there we'll deploy our resources as we see fit.
What are the sorts of things the RGP has to tackle on Halloween?
Halloween historically has been something that should be celebrated, should be enjoyed, but not everybody really does celebrate, and for a lot of people it's a stressful time of year. We've had issues with fireworks over the years. That leads to issues with dogs, with animals, which of course riles people. It upsets people, and that creates stress and anxiety and friction amongst certain neighbours. We're trying to get everybody aware that although it's a celebration, not everybody celebrates it, and it's not a great time for everybody. So just have some consideration for your neighbours.
And finally, what's the RGP's message to the community on Halloween?
I think the overriding message would be enjoy yourselves. Halloween isn't for everybody. There are some, like I say, there are some people who don't really go out there. And more so, it's about the community policing itself in some ways. The police themselves perhaps should be the last course of action that we need to call to. So we ask parents, be out there with your children, think about what you're doing. All your actions have a reaction on somebody else. So please be considerate. Look at the doors that you may go knock on. Have they got anything in the windows saying that they're partaking in Halloween? If they haven't, if they're locked up in dark, if you can hear animals inside, please have some consideration for them, and know what your children are doing, know where they are. And like I say, we're here to help, but we want the community to take some responsibility as well.